Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do something now that I have never done before. Normally, as you know, we do a show every Wednesday and every Saturday. And the Wednesday show's about a quarter of an hour long usually, and the Saturday show is about twice that. And they are both a mélange, if you like, of hard science, weird shit and surreality. However, today, totally out of the blue, I have got something very special for you. And so it isn't on the track. It isn't on the track extra. It's something new, which I think I'm going to call something like on the track news flash. But whether or not that works or whether or not we keep that remains to be seen. Last night I was in bed early because of the emotional fallout from the week following the death of Her Majesty the Queen and the emotional fallout of watching the funeral, and also the fact that I had a Bible study class with my brother in Germany, and I've got a cold and I've been coughing like a sick sheep all week. So I went to bed and I was on my way into the arms of Morpheus when I had a message from Katy Elizabeth in Lake Champlain, who wanted me to see this. And so I did see this, and today I decided that we really needed to have a chat about it. So, before we get on to the chat, have a look at this. Congratulations, that is a fantastic, fantastic piece of sonar. Tell me what happened.
I was going down the lake and it was really simple. I mean, literally 2 minutes into recording with Sonar, it popped up on the screen and I was like, holy crap. It went by very quickly and very large. And I knew that it was something. Until I got home, though, I didn't know. Because, when you're looking at this little tiny screen, it's kind of not normal. And as long as you can enlarge it, that was the biggest thing. So I didn't realize what I got until I got home. And yeah, it was amazing. It's amazing. I'm really, really happy. I'm really proud of myself for sticking to it because a lot of people don't stick to it. They just want to go away and like, oh, well, I haven't seen nothing in 5 years. No, it's really cool. I'm really, really happy. Really happy.
You said that the creature, whatever it is, because it certainly appears to be it seems to be animate, whatever it is. You said that it went underneath your boat.
Yeah, because the transducer is set in one place and it puts out a beam. So it was right underneath the beam. And that's what showed you the imagery of the animal moving. And what's important is that the animal was moving and nobody can say it's a log. you know, it was crazy because 2019 I got sonar in the same area and people were like, "Oh, it's probably a log, whatever." But now you can see the motion. That was my goal to get that video of something because I knew at that point.
How deep was the water in this place?
43 feet. So it wasn't terribly deep.
And I can't remember if it was you or V telling me about it. Reckoned it's about 20 foot long.
Yeah, 20 feet long. That's the best guess. I mean, it's just a guess. Yeah, I would say the animal's about 20 feet long. That's not a fish. It's not a sturgeon. It's not something that can be explained. And I'm so happy that I captured it.
So what's the next stage? What do you do next?
Now, well, I'm working on getting more DNA. I worked on a DNA project with a company, and the problem was they didn't pick up DNA from known animals in Lake Champlain. Um, they basically said, "Well, there's no how do you put it? Well, we couldn't test for reptile DNA because reptiles really, and that's what I believe Champ is. Reptiles do not fit into our category, and we can't get DNA for that because they normally don't shed skin like a normal fish does, which I don't believe that.
I wonder if, because I don't know how environmental DNA testing works, but is it possible that next time you get some samples for them, you can ask them to test for types of creature that you think it might be, even if they're not supposed to live in the lake? If, for example, can you get them to test for crocodile DNA? And I don't think it's a crocodile. I'm not saying it's a crocodile,
Yeah,
but
but
that being a
it's
large
probably
aquatic.
in their DNA.
Mhm.
It's probably in their DNA. Tapetum lucidum, which is eye shine, and they give that off when they're caught in the marsh at nighttime. So they're definitely reptilian. They're definitely reptilian, in my opinion. I mean, it's only my opinion, but I have captured so many things on Sonar, uh, video, going out in the marsh systems late at night. There's a lot of stuff that leads to reptilian.
So when do you go back up to the lake? Because I can see by the sky behind you that you're in sunny Florida at the moment.
Yeah, I am. I'll be back home in Vermont on October 2nd.
Oh, that's not long. It's only a couple of weeks.
Yeah. And I will try to get out there with the boat and try to get out there and do sonar scans again. I think that'll be the last time though if I get out there to get something. But I'm really, really excited and happy that I got something huge. I mean, that's such a big deal to have something swimming. I mean, you can just see it propelling through the water with its front legs. And that's something that I'm really proud of. All the years of time, it paid off.
Oh, golly, yeah. I mean, congratulations, whatever it
Thank you.
is. Even if it doesn't turn out to be a reptile, even if it turns up to be, well, I don't know, a giant mud puppy. And I'm not actually saying that it is. I'm just being stupid here. But even if it turns out to be a mermaid, you've done it
Well, I
perfect.
mean, that's it. I mean, it's a world record if it's a fish, which I know it's not. Um, I can I mean, I in the video I showed you where you can do comparisons to sturgeon, and it's not the same movement. But even if it was a sturgeon, that's really, really cool, and it's really magnificent to find something that of that size.
Well, if you, whatever it is of that size, you've found Champ. Now we've just got to do is to work out what the hell it is.
Yeah.
So, you told me when we spoke last year that there was a place in the lake where where you'd got the two things on the bottom that you picked
Yeah.
up on your old sonar. Is
And
that
then
is
they
that
were
the
swimming
same?
underneath the boat too.
Is that in the same place as this one?
It is.
And I can't remember because it was a year ago you told me, but was it the same sort of time of year?
It was August, so it was a little bit earlier, but they apparently go in the same place. So,
Well, that I think shows where you're going to have to start looking for them next time.
yep, I agree.
You've got
I
remote controlled underwater drone things, haven't you?
I do. I do.
What?
I've used it, but it's not really foolproof. You put it underwater and then all of a sudden it's like going where it wants to and then you lose connection with the Wi-Fi.
Sorry, I've got a cold, man.
It's
What
okay.
what's the visibility in the water like at that location?
10 feet, I would say. About 10 feet.
I
Not
think
very good. Not very good.
no, but it's probably worth trying to do your magic with the RV.
Yeah.
Well, I think you've done absolutely remarkably. And I
Thank you.
and
I
I can't
appreciate
tell you how
that.
proud of you I am, and I can't tell you how excited I am. This is absolutely fascinating. So when you go back up in early August, go out on the lake as early as you can, and then let me know what happens, because I'm going to be sitting on the edge of my seat waiting for them.
Yeah, it was remarkable what I got. and I am so blessed. And, it's basically, I think the reason why I got it is I'm so resilient and I'm so into what I do. And you have to be out there and do this stuff, or else it's just, couch speculation.
Hmm. And there's too much of that in cryptozoology, and not enough people who go out there and do it properly.
Exactly.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, you see why I decided that I really needed to bring you an extra newsflash show, because that is absolutely fantastic evidence. I don't know what it is. We're having it looked at by various people who are experts in sonar, which I don't pretend to be, but it certainly looks like a living creature, and it looks to me like you can see fins moving. Whether or not it is, or whether or not it's some weird artifact of the sonar machinery, I don't know. But as soon as we have any more information from Katy, or any more information from analysis of this footage, I'll bring it to you. Well done, Katy, and forgive me, ladies and gentlemen, for croaking like a bullfrog all the way through this, because I do feel absolutely revoltingly terrible at the moment. But you will have a show later in the week. There's an On the Track extra, and I think it will be out tomorrow, because I intend to put this out this evening. So there's an On the Track extra tomorrow about a dark and scary night. And then there's an On the Track on Saturday. And what's Saturday's show all about? Well, I know it's got some bits and bobs in it from about the Sumatra trip, but it's also a special show about sharks. So until then, be safe.